there was a problem.
Yo,
I'll
solve it.
Check out the hook while B revolves it. Yo, man, we out of here. Word to your mother.
Oh, you want the beer?
Ice, baby. I'll go get it.
There you go.
Need one?
No, I'm good.
Back.
Yeah.
What up, homeboy?
What up? What up? We made it.
We made it.
We made it back and shit.
Fucking thawed out now.
Yeah.
It took me a couple days there.
Yeah. Actually, I was still kind of cold.
Geez, you know what's funny is like, yeah, the last couple days, even like in my house, I've been like, man, I'm kind of cold. Been in that damn heating, you know, like heated houses for a few days and then come back here and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yep. It was nice though, man.
Yeah.
I liked it. I enjoyed the time over there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man. So what'd you think? Good old Oklahoma. That was your first time, like actually there, huh?
First time in Oklahoma. I gotta say, your dad's a G.
Yeah,
For sure, man.
cool dude.
Yeah, real cool. I don't know if I could live in Oklahoma though. It's so dreary, you know.
Yeah,
Like everything feels old and I mean, could have just been the time that we were there.
yeah. Well, like I was saying too, a lot of that stuff is older. You know, where we were at. It just fucking sucks because with the weather, we couldn't like do more. You know, we were just kind of stuck.
We did plenty though
Yeah.
for the time. The time we were there.
That's true.
The rest of the time we were just snowed in. So
Yeah, played a lot of pool though. That was fun.
yeah, I could tell by the look on your face though. By Monday, you were like, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, I was ready to go. Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to get back, you know. For me, it was, you know, seeing family, so obviously that's cool. But,
Right. Well, half your family.
yeah, half family. Yeah, we're not going to tell my mom that I didn't even tell her I was there for fucking 5 days.
Oh, shit.
If she ever finds out, I'm fucking dead.
Dude, I was stressing, man, because that second storm was coming through.
Yeah.
Fuck, I thought we were going to be stuck there for a week, man.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, we went to Oklahoma and we got stuck in the blizzard. That was the worst, coldest. That I heard they said, somebody told me it was the second coldest day on record there, but I mean, negative 14 degrees.
Right.
With a wind chill of negative 26 or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was fucking cold.
That's the coldest I've ever been anywhere. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And go me, it was in my home fucking state. You know? I get away from it and I go back to be a part of these records.
There you go.
You know
Just
what I mean?
Just went back just for that, man.
Just for that. I knew it was happening. I said, I got to be a part of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got lucky because, I mean, well, first of all, we should have been able to get out of there Sunday,
Yeah,
our original
both
day to leave.
times. Actually, both reschedules we could have flown out.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was shitty to get rescheduled from Sunday and then eventually get to fly out Tuesday. Oh, man. But yeah, we should have been out of there Sunday. Again, though, like to your point, we are lucky. We missed any other snow that was coming.
Yeah.
You know, I talked to Eli that next day and they did get snow. It wasn't as bad as they were anticipating.
Oh, okay,
So,
good.
You know, not bad. And
Yeah.
now temperatures are getting back up to somewhat normal for them.
Yeah, they'll be in the 60s next week already.
Yep.
So good for
Yeah.
them, man.
That's just a fucking crazy. You know, I mean, not just in Oklahoma, but look at Texas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Texas has been smashed.
Yeah, I think they got, I don't know if it was because they're not acclimated to that weather or not, but it sure seems like the news made it seem like it was way worse there.
Yeah, well, and part of it too is Texas, they have their own grids. They have their own
Right.
power grids and stuff. So they can't, like Oklahoma technically talk to like other states around them if they needed to. Texas, you know, because they're not like Oklahoma's kind of in like a co-op grid, I think, where Texas, they're just by themselves.
Yeah.
So they have all their own power, all their own resources. You know what I mean? So you saw like them when their resources start going low, you know, like they're supposed to be dripping faucets and then they tell them to stop dripping faucets.
Right.
So now you're telling thousands of people to put your water pipes at risk and to cause more damage.
Well, they were talking about secession a couple of years back, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Texas is always...
They're ready to
They're
bounce,
like
man.
one step away from doing that. They've been that way though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's gonna change though when you see all the people headed out to Texas.
Yeah.
You know, and you
Yeah.
think about like that's the new new tech startup city now.
That's,
you know,
I think it's the Rogan effect, man.
it is. I mean, that's definitely a big part of it. And then you see like Elon Musk moving out there, right?
Yeah.
So you've got two very, very high profile celebrities in different areas, but both have very influential voices and have power or sway.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Even like, it's not like Rogan's walking around trying to swing his dick.
No.
You know,
No.
but he has that ability. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do much for it to be an article or an ad. You know what I mean?
He chooses not to exercise that power.
Right, right. Man, I tell you what, it's good. We're gonna have to go down to Austin here in like a couple years when everything is.
Yeah, we'll wait till they have consistent weather.
Yeah, yeah. But you know, I wonder what that's gonna do to that state because they've got so many people coming from California, and California is so hardcore Democratic.
Right.
You know, I wonder if a lot of the people that moved out are people that are more middle to right leaning and they're getting away from it. But then you think too, there's so many people just leaving that state as it is because of taxes and all that other bullshit.
Yeah, and then you got to think that there's a majority of it who just want to follow, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, fuck, well, we can make a killing selling our property here and go cash out the next property in Texas.
Yeah. And that is a big thing. I mean, and that's even up to even before the pandemic, even Oklahoma was starting to get a lot of Californians to come out there.
Right.
And that's the same thing. They're cashing in on big paydays off their house out there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting something twice the size for half the money.
Yeah, and all the acreage.
Yeah, and I mean, just setting themselves up, you know, for a nice little ride, which is nice for sure.
Yeah, do it, man. Just stay the fuck out of Arizona.
Yeah, really.
Shit.
Bypass here, man. We good.
You don't want nothing here.
Nope. It's too hot.
It's fucking a lot of dust and shit
It's
here.
too fucking hot. You don't want it.
Yeah.
Just leave me all to haboobs, you know what I mean?
I was talking to my parents today, man. I was like, I don't mind doing business there, but there's no way I can live there long term, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's always been my thing, you know, is like, I don't want to move. I don't want to live there. I don't want to move back and live there. I don't mind going back. I don't mind visiting, even if I'm going back, even if it was as much as like once or twice a month,
Right.
realistically for working or something, that's fine, you
Right.
know, but just living there, it's cool. I got family there. I don't need to live there. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. I'm starting to get more and more family there too.
Yeah. 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 Your family's like huge too, man. So
Yeah. Yeah. But they're more in the Tulsa area.
Yeah.
So I imagine we'll make a trip up there one of these times when we go back.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's, you know, we stayed pretty much central to, I mean, Oklahoma City, Norman area, and around that, just kind of that little area. But yeah, you know, that was Oklahoma, dude. That's pretty much what you see, and that's how it is.
I think that I've adjusted to driving around in Arizona
Mm-hmm.
because, you know, I mean, like a drive from here to Chandler is like 45 minutes and
Mm-hmm.
that became nothing. I did that for years.
Mhm.
So even when you said that the drive from Oklahoma City to Norman was, you know, 20, 30 minutes, that it just seemed like we just hopped on the freeway and we were there already.
Yeah, and that's always been that for me. It's a straight shot. It's I-35, like getting to Norman from Oklahoma City. It's I say 20 or 30 minutes, but I mean it goes by so fast, and you can really be there in like 10 minutes too. You know what I mean? So it's not bad. We didn't have a lot of traffic. I noticed that's something I've noticed the last few times I've gone there is like the traffic jams are getting worse.
Oh,
but
yeah?
we didn't have to deal with that bullshit.
Yeah, we didn't see any. I didn't see any.
Hell no.
Yeah. Would have been nice if it was fucking wasn't fucking cold as balls out there.
Yeah, no shit. Looking at farms, man. Walking around on farmland, fucking freezing our asses off.
Dude, we saw what, 3 properties?
3 or yeah, was it? It was 3.
3 or
not 4,
something.
but yeah, 3 or 4.
I had to take a shit the whole time, man. At each place we stopped at, I was checking the toilets to see if they would flush.
And they're like frozen.
They're all frozen up. Shit.
No water running, all froze.
I was stressing when we went to go see that single wide.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, dude, it's gonna come out, man.
Yeah. That was we got pretty excited, all of us there, like, the fact that we're all looking, it makes it, you're like, oh wow, it's a possibility. And man, we did get excited though when we saw that spot in Noble. That was actually would have been a nice little spot to start off with.
Yeah, I
for
think
sure.
So, but, oh well.
Yep. We'll wait. We'll find something else, and then
the right one will come along, man.
Yeah. So what'd you think about all those fucking dispensaries? And
it's fucking wild, dude. They had more dispensaries than they did McDonald's, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Ain't that the truth? It's so crazy. Oklahoma's like fucking Weedtopia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's insane to me. I've been there plenty of times and seen it, but this time especially it was like, oh man.
It's like they've always been Weedtopia, but now just legally they're allowed to come out of the closet.
Right. Well, and it's funny because we've always been such a red state.
Yeah.
That like growing up for me, it was always one of those things where, weed was bad,
right.
Horrible, always so bad.
You're going to hell.
Yeah, but we have so many redneck fucking country boys that, there's so many people that have always smoked weed out there.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy to see it now, like everybody's letting their fucking weed flag fly. You know what I mean?
There ain't shit to do, man.
Nah, man.
That's what happens, man. You live in those small towns.
All those farms, dude. It's like all those farms are selling to become grow farms. And you see those greenhouses in the city. You see fucking dispensaries literally like 3 doors down from dispensaries. And it's insane, man.
I'd never seen anybody smoke so much weed. Consume so much THC, man.
Yeah, man.
That was a lot.
I've been chasing the dragon since we got back. I just can't get high anymore, homeboy.
That's freaking amazing how much weed you guys smoke, man.
Yeah, I was nonstop. How about that fucking 4,000 milligram cheesecake, though, huh?
Yeah, I didn't even take a bite, man. Woo. I was afraid to smell that shit, dude. I just keep my distance, man.
Oh, it was, and the crazy thing was, it was delicious.
Yeah.
Besides, like, being that strong, it was just fucking delicious.
Could you taste it at all? Oh, you could?
You definitely could taste it.
Ah.
It was a weed cheesecake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was good, dude. It was really good. And then some of that mango sorbet with it. Oh, dude, that shit was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Those teas also. We had there's a couple of different teas that were 300 milligram teas. And, dude, it's insane, man.
Yep.
And we're going rec here, and it's more abundance there than it is here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which is weird, man.
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm just not in the scene enough, I guess. Yeah, or maybe there's more shit to do here.
Yeah. Oh, they definitely treat it. It's like the Wild West out there when it comes to weed right now.
Right.
Everything's going. Everybody's moving there to fucking put up a farm.
It's like they don't even give a damn.
Toke-lahoma, man.
I think that there's still some of that carryover of it being an evil thing here.
Yeah.
So everybody still kind of hides behind it and shit. But
yeah.
Over there, you fucking rolling around, people just smoking in their cars and shit.
Everywhere.
Everywhere, dude.
The fucking lawyers.
Yeah.
The lawyers are all about the weed. The fucking realtors are all about the weed. Everybody in between is all about the weed.
Yeah.
Everywhere
that was
you
a trip,
go.
man.
That was crazy, huh?
It's good, though. It's a different vibe, man. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just a big city kid. I couldn't handle it there.
Yeah. Dude, I'm from there. And like I said, I don't want to move back at all. But
Well, shit, you've been here like half your life now, right?
yeah, I mean, yeah, in like 2 years it will be half my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I moved out here before I was 21, and here I am, 38.
Yeah.
Still out here.
There you go, man.
Hopefully, though, by the time I'm 40, I mean, I can choose to live wherever I want. Maybe
Right.
I just live here, but, you know.
I think I'll still keep an address here, man.
Yeah, I'd still keep an address here. I like it here, man.
Yeah.
Plus, I got to get my black belt, DeBoa.
There you go.
That's the goal. That's the long-term goal.
And then we go to Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Yay. Go to any island at that point, man.
Yeah, man. Can't wait.
One of these days.
I was telling you, fuck, this whole week I couldn't focus on work, man. Shit. I'm doing everything other than work
Yeah.
this whole week. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Then I had to tell them about the planes and shit getting delayed.
Yeah. How'd that go with your work? I'm sure they were like,
I mean,
what?
he's cool. He was like, well, it's kind of out of your control. What can you do about it, you know? I was like, man, I almost fucking held the stewardess at gunpoint.
Right?
Put me on that plane, bitch.
Get me on the fucking plane. Yeah, man, that one. I mean, we're literally like 40 minutes from takeoff.
Yeah.
You know, they got us checked in. We got the last 2 tickets for the flight home. And they said, nope.
What if that was a test?
Right?
What if they overbooked and if we would have just hung out, we would have made it on the plane and shit.
Right.
I didn't get no message.
Yeah, right? Just show up, walk up to the gate. Are we going?
Right. I was thinking about that, but then I was also thinking, well, shit, if we don't get back in line, we might not get booked for the next flight out.
Yeah. Yeah, do you notice too on that flight that we did get out here? I mean, it was full.
Yeah.
Like
All the way.
100% full.
Yeah.
And I started thinking, like, I bet you they only did that because they were trying to catch people back up from the delayed flights.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and then again, maybe some of those day flights are full. I mean, our flight out to there was half full.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Man, those airports too, that fucking getting back here, man, there's like people everywhere in the airports, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Fucking coming back from their airport to our airport.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. Ours was jam
You
packed.
see like 100 people in the Oklahoma City airport.
Yeah.
And you get to Phoenix and there's like 100 people in the first 10 feet when you get off the plane. I mean, it looked like might as well have been Mexico City when we got off the plane here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. It was cool though. It was a good feeling to be back, man.
Yeah. Smooth flights, you know, got back and got a nice little vacation from out here. That's
Yeah.
always nice. And then right back into it.
Kim was cool with everything.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. She's
I
still
think
not
so.
talking
I
to me.
mean,
But.
yeah, I mean, she only said like 3 sentences since I've been home. No, I'm joking. Yeah, things have been good, you know.
Good.
We did our Valentine's Day on Tuesday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just skipped right over it.
Yeah,
it.
just basically used flowers and Happy Valentine's Day, you know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, at least you did that, man.
She got me a new hamper. Yeah. You know, it's the little things, man.
You throw your clothes in here and do your own damn laundry.
Well, what's funny is because honestly, I was looking at my hamper and I was like, I need a new hamper. And I was like I've been thinking about buying one, but I'm also like, this one still works.
Right.
It's just like getting off, like it's one of those round ones that like pops up. So like the stitching on the material around the outside, the top edge, like half of it's off. So it's like the stitching is ripped. So it's like the metal frame and then like half of it is fabric at the top. Still works though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right, man.
But I was like, I fucking need to get a new one of these. Whatever, I'll do it later. And then she got me one. So I was like, hey, that's pretty
Nice.
cool. It's one less thing I got to worry about.
Nothing, some duct tape. Couldn't
Yeah,
fix.
true.
Hey, how about that car that we saw over there, though, man? That was all duct taped up.
Oh, yeah, huh? Fender did a nice little rim or fender job, detailed job around the tires with the duct tape.
That's how they do it in them there parts.
Duct tape fixes everything, boy.
That chili cheeseburger, though, man. After 2 days of eating vegetarian,
Yeah.
I was pretty bomb.
Yeah.
Pretty bomb.
Yeah, so what'd you think about that? I know it's a little different, on that side. My dad eats meat, but then the rest of the family on that side of, they don't eat meat. So, I mean,
Well, I didn't know until we got there.
right.
So I don't. You probably purposely withheld that, but
I thought I had mentioned it before. I'm sure I'd said it before. I wasn't thinking about it really, though.
yeah, I wasn't. I had to brace myself real quick, but it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
Actually, I felt. We were talking about it a little bit over there. I felt a lot lighter.
Yeah.
And then we went and got Mexican food, and then we went and got some burgers.
Yeah. Yeah, and so a couple of those nights, I mean, like the night we had the Abel's, the Mexican food, that was like a regular.
Yep.
That was good dinner. We did go to Johnny's and got the burgers. Those are good. Those onion rings are my favorite, though,
Yeah,
man. I
yeah,
love
they
their
were pretty
onion
good.
rings there. And then, those other nights, even like when I cooked or when we cooked at the house, it's, a little different. But what'd you think about the spaghetti with hard-boiled eggs?
I like it, man.
It's bomb, isn't it?
I'm doing that from now on.
It's so weird, right?
Yeah.
Like it's something that you don't really think about, and I know anybody out there that's listening is like hard-boiled eggs and
Right.
spaghetti. I'm telling you, man, that shit is bomb.
Well, so for ramen, when they do traditional ramen, I figured out the timing on the eggs. It's 8 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you boil your eggs for 8 minutes, it's still a little bit runny.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna poke holes in it, and I'm gonna let it finish cooking
In the sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to go. For sure, the best way is you definitely, after you peel the eggs, you want to let those sit and simmer and marinate in that sauce for a good couple hours at least.
Right. Right.
The longer the better, obviously. But yeah, man, that's one of a secret. It's one of those secret dishes,
Yeah.
You never really think, or you probably never heard of until you tried it. But dude, it's bomb.
Yeah, I've never heard of it at all. At all.
Yeah, I don't even know. I guess that's something that Susan was saying that they used to do just basically whenever they, it started, I guess, basically trying to make food last as long as possible, adding to it just to make the spaghetti last longer and you get your protein from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My brothers, none of them eat meat, so it worked out. And
Yeah, I was talking to Hailey outside, and he was like, well, I never ate it, so I don't really know what I'm missing out on.
right.
So he doesn't crave for it. Like, that's
Yeah.
cool, man.
Yeah, but I mean, even like, even coming home, dude, I was craving some red meat yesterday.
Yeah.
I made some homemade broccoli beef.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't find dark soy sauce, so I had to use regular. I ended up, it came out still pretty good, but I did regular soy sauce. I did the oyster sauce. I did a little bit of hoisin.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had some blood oranges, so I squeezed some blood orange juice in there also,
Wow.
and then ginger and garlic, and it came out pretty good.
Ginger too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. I love ginger, man. I love that
Yeah.
the aromatics off of it and the flavor. It's one of my favorites, especially with like a broccoli beef too. I think the ginger, it gives it like a little bit more flavor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that. That little bite and that little freshness from the ginger. Good shit.
Yeah. Next time I'll make you, I make this tomato beef
Okay.
that I like. Yeah. And I add ginger to that
That sounds delicious too.
to have you try that out sometime.
Hell yeah. So what up, homeboy?
Nothing, man. I'm just waiting for the next thing.
The next thing.
Next thing, man. Can't wait for it to happen. Can't wait for it to kick off, and
Right.
I'm ready to move on. How about you, man?
Oh, not much. Just same thing, dude. Just trying to fucking, this was getting back in the swing of yard work and doing all the normal shit here at the
There you
house and all that fun stuff,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
always love coming home and having to get right back to the normal shit,
I'll tell you what, man. My jiu-jitsu on Friday was non-existent. I don't know what the hell was wrong with me, man.
Dude, on Tuesday or Wednesday morning when we went in, dude, I was still feeling like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was nice though. It's always good to start training again.
Yeah.
Even the the bad training days are better than the no training days, you know?
Yeah, I suppose so. I just felt like shit, man. Felt like shit.
Yeah, that's all right.
I keep telling myself one of these days it's gonna catch back up and I'll be doing okay again.
Oh, I don't have internet here. I forget about that.
What you looking up?
I don't know. I was just gonna fucking pull some news up or something. How about that fight we just saw though?
Yeah, man, that was fucking a brutal knockout, dude.
Derek Lewis, the Black Beast, boy.
Black Beast.
His balls was hot
Yeah.
again.
It's fucking Herb's fault, man.
Yeah, that was funny, dude. Herb told him to not be putting his hands out with his fingers out, so he just balled his fists up and just is like, fuck it, I'll just start throwing.
Yeah.
I liked it, man.
Yeah.
That was a good fight.
That was a good fight. So who's next for him, man?
I mean, theoretically, he should be like right there in line for a title shot,
Yeah.
you know, but the thing with the heavyweight division, you have Ngannou going to fight Stipe.
Yep.
You have Jones that's coming up to heavyweight, and he's basically, from any indication and everything, he's first in line for the title shot after that.
Yeah.
If he wants it.
He's
you know?
the big payday anyways.
Yeah, oh, for sure. And, you know, Blades was saying that if he won and Jones did end up getting that title shot, that he'd be comfortable waiting. But that's not happening. I don't think. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Derek Lewis is going to. I'm sure he'll fight anybody, you know, but he's going to want the title shot, especially if Ngannou wins.
That's tough, man. That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, that top 4 or 5 in the heavyweight division, it's kind of just sitting around right now. There's not a lot of movement.
Right.
You know, Overeem lost, so he's out of the top 5. Lewis wins, Blades loses, Ngannou's about to fight Stipe, and that's it, you know? So we'll know a lot more after Stipe and Ngannou fight, which I think that's in a couple months.
Yeah.
I don't remember what month that fight's supposed to be.
Oh, especially after hearing his life story, man. These fights got to be a walk in the park for him. Shit, man.
Yeah, right? I mean, dude, especially anybody that had listened to that shit, right? I mean, that's insane, you know?
Anybody who had to walk out of the Sahara with no water or anything 7 times? Man.
Fucking working in the fucking sand mine or sand pits, you know?
Right.
Like,
fucking Octagon is Disneyland, man.
Dude. I mean, I would recommend anybody to listen to that Joe Rogan experience with Francis Ngannou just to hear his story.
Right.
I mean, that's insane to think that it took him 8 tries to try to sneak into France.
Yeah.
From like Cameroon or from what other, I don't remember what other country he got to.
Morocco.
Morocco. 8 times, and each time you get caught, they basically boot you out.
Throw you in the desert.
You in the desert, and you got to start all over.
Yeah.
Oh, man, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fucking Van Damme, man.
Yeah. Van Damme.
Van Damme
or Schwarzenegger.
Rogan was like, what's Van Damme?
Yeah, Van Damme. What does that mean, Van Damme? Jean-Claude Van Damme? Ah! Oh, man. Yeah, and Elon was back on Rogan not too long ago.
Yeah.
He was talking about how he wants that next Model S to hover.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Just let's worry about like the battery, though. You know.
Yeah, it was crazy him talking about building a mini nuclear reactor. That it wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, let's build a mini sun out there.
Right.
That'll power up Mars.
Yeah. We'll be all right.
They can do it. Wouldn't be that hard.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You know, I thought it was funny. Not funny, but listening to him talk, when he was talking about like the direction of like EUVs, the electric utility vehicles, eventually.
Yeah.
Starting to go to where it's like Astrovan. You know what I mean? That kind of style. because you have so much surface area you can do with solar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he was saying that even with that much surface area, you're looking at like a 30 minutes
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, you couldn't stay fully charged and drive the
Right.
whole time. You'd still have to stop. But I tell you, man, you see like kind of this new trend, right, of people like doing like these small houses on vehicles and shit like that, or
Yeah.
like the traveling houses. You get like the Sprinter vans and you deck them out, or
Tom Green, man.
yeah, Tom Green, he did that, and I was hearing too, like a lot of like musicians and stuff too were starting to switch to that before like pandemic, but they were starting to switch to like a decked out Sprinter, so you
Right.
know it's more comfortable and shit.
Yeah.
But,
With all the amenities and shit.
yeah.
I got a McDonald's in mine.
Mm-hmm. Man, I tell you what though, I figured out after this trip that we took, man, I need to get a sauna.
Yeah.
And I need a massage chair.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
We're going to make that happen, man.
Yeah.
Although with the sauna, we could probably just get by with sitting outside during the summer.
Yeah, in the summertime, all we got to do is build like a little wood frame and just put some black tarp
There you go.
up around it, you know what I mean? And just go sit in there. It's the same thing.
I've sat outside before with just like a trash bag over me.
Right. That works too.
Yeah, that shit just comes dripping, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, that's especially like thinking about training, you know what I mean? It would be awesome to have that shit.
Yeah.
Every day after you train, just go sit in the sauna and then massage chair. Oh, man, that's the life right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
500 milligram piece of cheesecake. Call it a day.
We were sitting in there looking around trying to MacGyver our own shit. Fucking 3 space heaters.
Right.
All right.
How can we do this? What do we need?
Need some duct tape and bubble gum.
All right.
And a paper clip.
We were talking how we could turn that into a little studio.
Right.
The sauna studio.
That's right.
Sweating it out. Still making the podcast.
Abel's hotboxing in there.
Right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got the hot box challenge one of these days. We got to. You know, it's funny. We used to play a game back in the day. We were like 16, just started driving. We go and we get Taco Bell or whatever, and then we would play Burnout. And remember, like, I don't know if you ever played Freeze Out when you were a kid.
Mm-mm.
So, like, Freeze Out was in the wintertime or when it was, like, super cold outside. Everybody rolls their windows down, and then you just drive. And then, like, you know, usually whoever gets coldest first rolls their window up, you know, and, like, it's like last person who rolls their windows up wins or whatever. So that was Freeze Out. But Burnout was we'd go get Taco Bell, and we'd be eating Taco Bell, and then we'd roll up all the windows, and we'd drive around, and then it was whoever couldn't last the longest with the windows down once we all started farting and shit.
Nice.
And then so Burnout was literally like, who's rolling the windows down first? You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if it was nice, but it was something.
It builds character,
It
man.
builds character, puts hair on your chest, you know. Singers the nose hairs too.
There you go.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah.
Man, those cold ass fucking Oklahoma days.
I remember I had this uncle. He used to always love to pick his nose, man. He'd fucking pick his nose. He'd take his turns with each finger and just work his way through that shit, man. And we took a trip with him to Colorado, and he was doing that shit, and he had the habit of just flicking that shit like all over the place, man. So it became like a war, dude.
God.
We all slept in one room together, and I wasn't having it, so I just put my blanket over my head, and you can hear that shit bounce off your blanket and
Like-
shit.
Oh God. Gross.
That was fucking nasty, dude.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. Bro, uncle. Man, that guy was a G too, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, he ended up passing away early.
How'd that happen?
You know, he just probably got mixed up in the wrong shit and
Bad things.
bad things.
It happens.
Started using too much, and
Yeah.
But man, he sure lived the life he wanted to live, though.
Flinging boogers and all.
Yeah, flinging boogers and not giving a damn, man.
Booger flinging champ.
Yep.
Ain't nobody fling that boogie like he fling that boogie. How'd he make a tissue dance? Put a little boogie in it.
That's
Oh. Oh.
Uh,
Man, oh man.
yeah. So, how'd your family? What did they think of me, man? Not too weird.
No. They thought you were a serial killer at first. 'Cause
Nice.
how quiet you were.
Right.
I'm joking.
I like to put off that vibe.
Yeah. No, man, everybody thought you were cool. You know, it was good. I took you to meet my parents.
That's right. You know what's next.
Yeah. Oh man. No, it was good though. Everybody thought you were cool and it was a good time, man.
Good,
It was a
man.
good trip.
Want them to freak out a little bit too much.
Nah. You know, that's nice of them. We took up 2 extra days there at the house, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
They didn't even think anything of it.
No, how was that bunk bed though, huh? Got
you
you
know
by?
what? It did the job.
Yeah.
Normally, I don't sleep well when I don't sleep in my bed,
Yeah.
but I managed to catch some Z's over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I usually don't sleep well just about everywhere, you know what I mean? I mean, even at home I toss and turn a lot and
Right,
stuff, but
right. You were all over the place, though. man.
yeah, I was fucking dude, I tried to sleep on that top bunk that first night and I was like, I am not going to do this cuz I felt like it was stable obviously, you
Right.
know what I mean? But like I like to move around and stuff a lot too,
Right.
especially if I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to like keep moving shit around and then like I just had this vision in my head of me just going boom and just smashing you, you know? I was like, that's not gonna be good. So
Yeah.
yeah, I pretty much stole the couch and that fucking couch was comfortable as shit.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
I was rotating, I was in the massage chair and I
Mm.
would like just keep massaging and pass out.
Yeah.
And then I'd wake up and I'd be like, oh, it's time to move over to the couch and
Nice.
just pass out like that.
Yeah. You were on the floor one night.
Yep. Yeah, I did sleep on the floor one night.
Eli gave you his bed 2 nights and you didn't use it at all.
I fucking hit the couch, man. Hit that couch, dude. It was like, because I would start using the massage chair and it was like, that shit put me out.
Yeah.
And then it was like, I'd wake up, you know, and it'd be like 4 a.m. or something. And I'd just, oh, there's a couch right here. Just stretch out.
Right.
Hell of a lot easier.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to use his pillows with all that ass eating and shit.
Right. Yeah, exactly, man. You might get pink eye.
I might have clean sheets, but those pillows, that's a different story, man.
I'm rubbing my face all over them pillows and in my ass cheeks.
He was not bashful about that.
Nah,
at
that
all,
was
man.
funny. That was good times.
Nice, nice.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I'm surprised. Like, it was pretty calm as far as drinking goes, because there's usually night. I mean, there was that one night we had like 5 bottles of whiskey out,
Mm-hmm.
and like it barely got touched. I mean, in the past though, there's 5 bottles of whiskey out, 5 bottles of whiskey done.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was kind of cool, like seeing everybody not just shitty trashed, and then like usually there's always like some sort of little arguing going on or something. You know what I mean? Where usually Susan's like getting pissed at us because we're just fucking getting shitty, you know what I mean?
Right.
And causing trouble. But yeah, it was good, man.
It's weird to see the dynamics of your brothers, though, because they're all like totally different from each other.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Marley, I mean, you barely got to meet Marley.
Right.
He wasn't around very often, but that's kind of his style too, though.
Yeah.
He's usually the one that is just kind of off doing his own thing mostly. You know what I mean?
He seems pretty cool, though.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all cool, man. They're all good guys, you know?
Does he have any kids, too?
Yeah, Marley's got Soul, actually.
Oh, Soul's his
yeah,
kid.
Soul's Marley's son.
I thought Soul was a girl at first.
Right? His long hair. He's a pretty boy, man. He's very pretty. But he's a cool kid.
Yeah.
I think he's a little younger than Chloe.
Oh,
Like
okay.
just about the same age, a little younger.
Yeah.
And that's like Chloe's basically her best friend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They stay in contact a lot and talk a lot. So
Yeah, and 7, she was a sweetheart, man.
yeah, Seven's cool. She's crazy.
Yeah.
She's a lot of fun, man. It's cool, like whenever her and Sadie get together.
Uh-huh.
You know, Chloe plays with them too, but Chloe's a little older. You
Yeah.
know what I mean, and acts it. But her and Sadie, they're like perfect age for each other, so
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
close.
That's good.
I think Seven is probably Sadie's favorite cousin. I don't know for sure, but
Yeah, and then we didn't get to see any of Eli's kids, right?
no, Eli's kids were with mom all weekend, which yeah, that sucks. It would have been nice to see them, but at the same time, you know, we had enough kids around there.
Right.
You know,
Right.
that just would have been more that we got to watch out for. And his kids are wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're wild. They're crazy. They're fun, man, but they're wild.
Are they? They're younger than the other two, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how old Jocelyn is. 6 or 7 maybe.
Okay.
And then Lion, I think he's only, I would say 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's pretty young.
Oh,
He may
okay.
even be younger than that. I'm not sure,
Nice.
honestly.
Nice.
Yeah. They're cool little kids.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Fun times. Fun times.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to it though out here, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back to this no rain, no snow, warm weather.
Sure was glad to be walking around in shorts and shit again, man.
Yeah, I tell you, man.
Yeah.
And it is weird because it's like you know, even like being there, you're in like the house, got the heater on and stuff, and it's okay, but then there's times too where it's like enough at the heater, you know what I mean? Like just gets like so hot, or it's like just being around, you almost got to step outside, you know, and then
Yeah.
in that fucking 0-degree weather, you're
And
like,
freeze your balls off
yeah,
instantly,
you're
right?
like, fuck, dude. Took like 2 minutes and your hand was like frozen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just glad it wasn't super windy, because I mean, if it was windier than it was,
Mhm.
it would have been unbearable, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I saw some video of a Tesla roof, like the whole roof setup,
Mm-hmm.
and they're made, the way they're made is like snow like slides right off of them pretty much.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And so like this guy's the house that the video, he was like in Wisconsin, and they got like all this snow, and you know, showed it beforehand, and then the snow happened and he showed it, you know, like while it was snowing and stuff, and you could see snow on the roof, but then by the next morning the entire roof was clear of snow.
Oh, wow.
Like it all just slides off.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy. The way I don't remember what it was, what it is that they do, but however they make them, like the way they make them, it's made like this, the snow doesn't stick to the surfacing. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
And then they're even talking about eventually having it to where it could possibly just warm up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you could like warm your entire roof. And then,
Well,
like,
that was the
de-thaw it.
problem with a lot of the solar panels that they put out here, especially the ones that they put right onto the roof. It would generate so much heat that it becomes a fire hazard.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, man, that's kind of scary, huh?
yeah.
Well, I got the old Tesla solar. Hopefully, Elon doesn't fucking burn my house down.
Well, yours, you got a gap between the panels and your roof.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I think you're fine, man.
Yeah, and that's true. They've changed it too now. You know, a lot of them they're spaced, and then they put that little barrier. You know, so
Yeah.
like pigeons and shit can't get up under there.
Right.
But we just got our last electric bill was $11, man.
That's nice, man.
Fuck yeah, it's
That's
nice.
really nice.
It's real nice.
I think I'm going to have to make it mandatory that the next house is going to be solar.
Yeah. You know, and honestly, the thing now with that, it's the solar credits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the longer you wait, the credit goes down. But I think they extended the amount of time for the solar credits. I want to say they extended it overall, but still, like, as it goes on, each year the credit goes down a little,
Oh,
right?
really?
Yeah. So this year, I think I think for ours, our write off can be up to right around $7,000
Okay.
for it. And then,
Annually?
yeah, well, for this year,
Oh, okay.
it's just like the one time for the solar write off.
Yeah.
So, like for the system itself, it's basically just a rebate. You know what I mean?
Right.
A rebate on you buying it, or you don't have to just flat out pay for it. But either way, you still are eligible for the rebate. But after this year, I think it drops. So this year it's like close to $7,000 you can get back, and then I think next year it drops to like 6,100 or right around there, and then it drops the next year to like 5,000 or something. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and the way it was set up, I think in like 4 more years there was going to be no more rebate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, something weird like that.
Fuck it. Just buy a house that already has it then.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? You got to find it. Make sure that I don't know how it works with like the leases. I've heard like on some of the housing sales and stuff, it gets kind of dicey or
Right.
tricky when you start dealing with solar leases and then buying the house with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of like the idea, and the way we did it too was saving up to get it, so we just paid it off all at once. So now also when we sell the house, it's just a part of the house.
Right.
There's no extra payments are going to Tesla or nothing like that. It's just a part of the operating for the
That's
house.
what I'm gonna look for, man.
Mhm.
Fuck the lease stuff.
You want to buy a house? Dude, it's fuck, man. Right now, it's like that's a tough thing too. Is you see the way the housing costs are going up,
Right.
And stuff. It's like such a good time, really, to strike. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we talked about selling, but you wouldn't want to buy in this market.
Yeah, and that's the downside. That's the bad side of it. It's fucking. You get a lot of money out of it, but if you want something that stays comparable, you're gonna spend the same money,
Right.
if not more.
Right.
If you want something smaller, then you're okay.
Yeah.
But ideally, I mean, I think at this point, if you sold, you just kind of want to ride it out a little bit, maybe rent somewhere for a little while,
Yeah.
and wait for whenever the the housing market crashes.
Yeah. So in '08, it was the lenders, right?
Yeah.
They were lending out to anybody and everybody, but
Too
since
big
then-
to fail.
Yeah, well, since then there's restrictions and shit. They can't just loan to anybody anymore. So
Yeah.
if it's gonna crash, it's gonna take a longer time to crash this time around.
Yeah.
And plus there's still influx of Californians coming in to cash out shit. So, and there's still a shortage, but eventually the market will correct itself out. I just don't see it happening anytime soon.
It's just kind of a weird thing because, I mean, and we've talked, these markets make no sense as a whole, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're looking at like unemployment numbers are fucking insane.
Right.
The amount of people that are like living in tents or homeless or in a van or whatever are fucking, the numbers are, past the roof. I mean, they're just through the roof,
Yeah.
It's insane how much you see that kind of shit. But then on the flip side, you see the stock market, what it's done, and all the amount of money people made on the market this year. Bitcoin, man. Bitcoin dropped all the way to $4,000 at like the first week of the pandemic, basically.
Man, had you known.
Oh, man. I knew. Dude, I've been kicking myself so hard because think about it. 4,000 a Bitcoin, basically. You spend 40,000 on 10 Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, that same 10 Bitcoin,
get you 400,000, man.
Try
500.
Try 560,000.
Oh, man.
10 Bitcoin. I mean, that's it's gone up over 900% this year.
Yeah,
it's insane. But back to it, like all these things that just keep going up and up and up, and then other things are crashing, like I was saying, like with the unemployment and stuff. It doesn't seem to make any sense. Somewhere along the line, it's going to have to start like reversing course, right?
I don't know, or either that, or there's just going to be a bigger divide between the rich and the poor.
Yeah, the gap of the poverty gap, or that
Yeah.
poverty line is going to fucking really see a big time stretch in the gap, right?
Yeah, and then the middle class will just be gone, man.
I mean, we're getting to a point now, right, where the middle class is looked at more marginal than it was before.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We're
Right.
not, kind of like you said, middle class, the idea of middle class living is going away,
Right.
and it's going away very fast. It's scary to think too, with like right now interest rates, right? I mean, that being so low, that's stimulating people to keep buying,
Yeah.
but what happens when those interest rates reverse course? Or same thing, what happens when more people lose jobs? And then, I mean, I don't know, dude.
I think that's what's going to correct the market, man. I think once interest rates go back up
Yeah.
and people don't have that kind of buying power anymore,
Yeah.
I think it'll slow
Yeah.
things a lot down.
Yeah, and that's where we're the benefactors right now of it, you
Right.
know. I mean, obviously, not really, we didn't sell our houses, but the fact is the house value has skyrocketed so much in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Year and a half for us, that because of those interest rates, we've won so far, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think home prices may drop a little bit, but it's not going to be anything drastic, man.
Right.
Because I think that there's still going to be enough people who want to buy. There's only so many people that can buy houses right now,
Yeah.
and once that stops and once interest rates go up,
Yeah.
then things will kind of level themselves back up.
Yeah. Man, I don't know, man. I was reading a story today about just a family, like like kind of like a middle class family, like we're talking about, and they both like the husband lost his job, and once he lost his job, they ended up like um they sold their house, and then they were just living out of their freaking SUV.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like they were doing DoorDash.
Mm-hmm.
They'd like use their car during the days for DoorDash, and then at night they'd like find a parking lot to sleep in their car.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
It's just like,
That's crazy.
and this is like a decision that they like willingly made. You know what I mean?
So he doesn't want to go back into the corporate world?
I don't know, but it's stuff like that that's scary to think about, because you start seeing more and more of these people that are living in tents or living on just on sidewalks and like squatting basically,
Right.
and they're getting away with it to
Right.
an extent, and it's starting to like bleed into nicer areas, and I mean, not for us obviously, but like in California especially, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, they've taken over the beaches in
yeah,
California.
they're taking over, and they're like nicer neighborhoods. They're starting to just be on the streets outside the houses there and shit.
Right.
And it's scary to think, because somewhere along the lines, there are the people that absolutely have reasons behind why they're homeless, and they will be, they're the bums and whatever else.
Right.
But I start thinking about, what about the people that that could go get a job, or they could try a little harder if they wanted, but they're not putting forth the effort.
Right.
So they just say, oh, it's just easier if we just live in our car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like,
Well, that's a lifestyle choice.
yeah.
So I don't feel bad for them.
I don't feel bad for them. I just think it's weird to me that people would like willingly accept those kind of situations.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, what do I know? I mean,
Everybody's got their own story, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can see it. I can see especially me coming from being burnt out in the corporate world.
right.
And if you don't have, I'm assuming it's just a husband and wife, there's no kids involved, right?
Yeah, I don't think they had any kids.
Yeah, that's a different story, man. It's a different dynamics, because say this guy worked for 15, 20 years at this company, and was let go, lost his job somehow. Who knows,
Right.
You get that sense of not having any worth within where you're at, and you don't want to go back to that,
Right.
So what do you do, man? I mean, there's a lot of freedom in that type of lifestyle too, right? You're not held down by a mortgage or any shit. You can up and go. And so, I mean, I feel sorry for the people who want to do better, but they can't. You know, they don't have any options to.
Well, that right there that says a lot about the economy, right? I mean, that
Yeah.
says a lot about the fact that the minimum wage is what it is, that the wage gap between income earned versus living, you know what I mean, is so insane. I mean, it's, you know, inflation has gone up so much for everything besides the dollar, you know.
Right.
It's not like I mean, fuck, one fast food meal now, you know, you could go out, you can spend like $9
Yeah.
on like a combo number 2, you
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like that shit used to cost $5,
Yeah.
you know, and while that's gone up, the minimum wage in the same amount of time has not,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then you
Oh,
look,
just wait till minimum wage is $15, man.
yeah,
Imagine that combo number 2 is going to be $15.
yeah, and they're digging people a real nice hole, that's for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or people dig themselves a hole and then they can't get out of it and they make bad decisions financially along the way. Then you're really stuck. I mean, I still think, and we've talked about it on here before, but I think it's a fucking shame, and it says a lot about who's in charge that we treat things the way they are, and we tell people and get people used to this idea of credit and using credit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Use a credit card, get a credit card, put this on credit, apply today.
Yeah.
You know, just finance this now, you know.
Be in debt.
Everything, yeah, everything is geared to like, you want what you want? Cool. Well, we can offer it to you. Just sign on this bottom line and then put yourself in more debt.
Right.
And I mean, I guess that's on the person. That's on us individually, right? To be able to cipher through that and be responsible. But I mean, a lot of people, especially now with smartphone and just the TikTok generation or this whole new, like all these new dynamics, it's not as much independent thinking, or it's not as much independently educating yourself. You know what I mean? You kind of go, a lot of them go with what the group does. You know, look at the Wall Street bets shit. You know what I mean? Like that shit. I mean, what was I saying before that, dude? What was I saying? Like, oh, that's cool, but it's going to hurt a lot of people in the long run.
Yeah.
And in the long run, too, it's really pointless. It's pointless to falsely inflate and bloat that fucking company for no reason.
Right. Especially because they're not going to keep that company stable.
No.
You know?
They're already back down to what? $20 a share or something?
Is it?
I don't know what it is. I haven't looked, you know. Honestly, quite frankly, I could give 2 fucks less about GameStop stock and AMC stock and all those other meme stocks. But
and Dogecoin.
and Dogecoin. Dogecoin can lick my Doge balls. You know what I mean? But the point is, it's like these people, they're not educating themselves, you know, and even in that, they like, it's looked at, even just coining it the meme stocks, you're putting this fucking like virtual reality spin on it. You know, you're putting a social media spin on it. Like, you're making it sound more fun. You're making it sound like it's not as harmful.
Yeah.
And then people jump in on it and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And Robinhood has a part in this, because when Robinhood starts doing these commercials, you know, for zero commission trades and trade like a champ and, you know, make your money, you know, however they want to word it, championing the idea of it, that's great. But again, these people, for the most part, they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Right.
They jump into it thinking they're just going to follow the wave and we're going to make it rich. But they got stuck in the cycle, you know?
I mean, even if you knew what you were doing, the stock market's hard enough to make a profit off of.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's, I've fucking lost my ass already before in the stock market. So I know the feeling. And I look at it the same thing. It's a scary thing to try to jump back in. It's a scary thing to want to keep doing it, especially if you've lost money. But what it is, you don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You should always be diversifying or trying to hedge certain sides of it by countering it countering it with other assets or with other sectors, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Again, though, that's like you said, you don't know, man. You know, this market it's crazy how the shit that's taken off has. You know, look at like some of these tech stocks and look at what Tesla's done, even though everybody wants to say Tesla's, you know, overvalued and shit. They just,
I don't think so, man.
I don't think so either. But when you talk or when you hear talking heads talk about it,
Right.
you know, they say, a lot of them say that they feel it's overvalued and that to be cautious on it and stuff. Man, I tell you, right, Tesla's probably one of the main ones going forward for me that I would really put a lot of faith in. You know what I mean?
Even Elon said that it was overvalued,
Yeah.
but that only made it go up more.
Yeah.
Man.
And see, I get why he's saying it. You know what I mean? Because he's trying to make sure his company isn't one of those other like looked at the same way as like a Microsoft,
Right.
or like a Facebook, or you know, like some of these other huge corporate companies that have become publicly traded. He wants to still like maintain like Tesla's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I get that. So him saying though those things, you know, it's trying to detract away from that. A lot of those pundits, they take that information or the way he acts and they look at it like, oh, well, he's just being an asshole or he's doing this and that. I think it's fucking hilarious.
He's being Elon, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit. If he can design a truck like that, why not, man?
Fuck yeah, man.
That's his theory. Shit.
I heard some shit though that he could possibly take some heat for fluffing up Bitcoin, but then he comes out like 2 days later and says Bitcoin is overvalued and that it's stupid enough. Like Bitcoin is just below fiat in the sense of like it's an assetless kind of thing. You know?
Just below or just above?
He said it's just below
Really?
fiat, which with the way he's saying it, I get what he's saying, right? Because fiat has no backing. Cryptocurrency doesn't really have a backing either behind it. The popularity is jumping in crypto to where it's like the next best thing to fiat.
Yeah.
But ideally the same kind of non-backing problem is there. You're more, when you're looking at crypto especially, it's got to have some sort of a use to it, right? Or some sort of
well, he just dumped a bunch of money into Bitcoin.
Well, and that's what he said too. He said it's, you know, for a company to do that and to gamble on Bitcoin is a huge risk, but could also be a huge payoff. It's going to be a huge payoff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's, again, I think he's saying that kind of stuff for all the for the corporate people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But ideally, like, what he's doing is very smart. You know?
He's going to work in some kind of currency between Tesla and Bitcoin.
Tesla coin.
Tesla coin. There you go.
Yeah, you know, who knows? I could almost envision too, because he's doing stuff with like, you know, these power walls and shit like that. There might be a way where he finds somehow to do a secondary coin or like an altcoin basically, that if you staked it and you if you like, you know, farmed it and stuff or mined it, you could use it for energy credit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would make sense.
How fucking cool would that be?
Yeah.
If you bought into some sort of a solar plan for Tesla, and because you did that, it mined more or it staked more of its certain asset, which would basically be an altcoin for electricity, you know?
Yeah, and he's doing things like Skylink that's more altruistic, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't need any more money,
No.
you know.
I mean, he sold all his houses.
Yeah, and he
know.
knows that he doesn't need any more money.
Yeah.
So he's just trying to first, I think right now he's still young enough where he just wants to have fun. He just wants to do shit because he can.
Yeah.
But I think later on he's going to really start to apply his knowledge and his expertise towards the betterment of humankind.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, he already fucking is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know he is.
He is for sure.
But he's making a sweet penny off of all his stuff too.
Yeah. I mean, do you know, if somebody was gonna make money doing the shit that they're doing, I would want it to be him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a lot of other people out there that I could see that I'm like, Bill Gates, like,
He tried to short Tesla.
I mean, yeah, Donald Trump,
Yeah.
as a businessman, not as a president, but as a
Right.
business, you know what I mean?
Or both.
Yeah. Warren Buffett, though, he's always had his finger on things. That's something I've always kind of looked at too with when it comes to stocks is like you don't have to have all the knowledge, but you just be smart, right?
Right.
Warren Buffett's one of those guys where if you followed what Berkshire Hathaway does, if you just follow that and
Mhm.
stay with that kind of mentality of like, oh, they're trading in this or they're looking at this, that, and the other,
Right.
you can be successful even just following off that model
Mhm.
without investing tons of money and without having to drop tons of money into Berkshire Hathaway even.
Mhm.
You just follow the same kind of model that they use.
Just do their homework.
Yeah.
Do your homework by just looking at what they do.
Basically,
Right.
yes. Basically, because I mean, he's always been about putting his money into tried and true stuff, and it's always worked out for him.
Yeah.
So if you see that Berkshire's dumping a whole bunch of fucking, a telephone stock, and then they're jumping into a computer stock, I mean,
Just do the same thing.
just do so. Yeah, you don't have to be thousands of dollars, but just a small scale, $50 here, $100 there, even.
Yeah, but he's working on a different scale though.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And that's what I'm saying. It's just there's patterns there that you can follow. Not every stock trade has to be a 10x deal.
Right.
Not every stock trade has to be something where you're trying to make 5 times in the next 5 years or something. A lot of them, it's small shots. You know what I mean? Like Tesla. I mean, I think, in my opinion, Tesla now isn't at a point of like, I want to invest all my money in it so I can become rich, rich, rich.
Mhm.
Like, that would have been the case when Tesla was like $50.
Yeah.
Now you look at it and it's an established stock that will keep doing this. But along that, it's not going to just shoot up overnight from where it's sitting at like $800. It's not going to jump up to $2,000 in one night.
Right.
And if it did, great. But your profit margin going from 50 to 1,000 is a lot bigger than like 800 to 1,500 or
Right.
800 to 2,000. You
Right.
know what I mean? Your share, if you're buying shares at 800, your return percentage, you got to get up to 1,600 for it to double.
Right.
Whereas if you're buying at $50, I mean, you can jump up to $200 and that's 3 times.
Yeah.
So
That's sweet money.
yeah, it's sweet money. It's just it's not always striking it rich off of that one deal, but if you just do smart little things, like I've got, money in like a Vanguard and one of my portfolios, some of it's in like a Vanguard stock. So it does a lot of this, but it's doing this as it's slowly rising.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The markets are so fucking crazy. You can make some good money. You can lose some money.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna stay out of it until
Yeah.
we get some nasty rap money.
Yeah, that nasty rap money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yee.
Can't wait.
Fuck, dude. I envision in a couple years, man, things are going to be a lot different.
I
you
hope
know?
so, man. That's the plan. Anyways,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Nasty rat money, tomato cans money, money all over the place.
Mm-hmm. That tomato cans money, dude. Speaking of podcasts, I saw Dalia
Oh
came
yeah.
out of the woodwork again.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah.
Good for him, man.
Yeah. I said Callan's been coming back around. Callan, you know who Steve Byrne is?
Mm-mm.
He's another comedian, but him and Callan have a new podcast called Big and Hungry.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I like Steve Byrne a lot, man. He's a cool guy.
He looks kind of Asian.
He is.
Is he?
He's it's like half Asian and half like German or
Oh,
something.
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's like two complete opposites. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, his mom was Asian.
They actually talk about food and shit, huh?
A little bit,
A
yeah.
little bit.
They just talk about kind of whatever,
Oh.
you know?
Fucking want to copy us and shit?
Yeah, right? I
Motherfuckers.
know, man. We were the first white Asian, second, we were the first second white Asian
That's right.
podcast.
Bobby Lee's not a real Asian. He doesn't even speak Korean.
He's like the Tamagotchi of the Asians, you know? He's so cute. He's so mean, too, that little guy.
He has a short video that it's actually pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's about fucking Valentine's Day or some shit. Have you seen it?
I have not.
Yeah, it's actually
have
pretty
not.
good. I liked it a lot. But, oh well.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
Yeah. You two are bad friends. I like the Bad Friends podcast, though.
Yeah, I never got into it.
No?
No, not my type of comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm stuck on YouTube as far as just finding anything
New shit?
new shit, you know what I mean? And not necessarily podcasts, but just like any sort of information. I started watching these like world's most dangerous killers now, and like I was on one watching last night. This dude killed 16 people in fucking like 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
In this little city, and like it was like in Scotland
That's crazy.
yeah, he ended up this is like in 1987, just for no reason. And he had an AK-47 and he had an M1. And he just started walking around his city and just lit people up.
Capping people, huh?
And there was like no reason, and it wasn't like he was picking out it was just like anybody that came across him in this 2-hour time frame,
Wow.
he killed him.
Sounds like that douchebag at Westgate a
Yeah.
couple months back. Remember
Right?
that fucker?
Yeah. I actually I remember seeing like some news, like the girl that got shot, like shot her in the hand or something.
Right.
And then he like walked up to her and she's like, "You already shot me." And then he like, something happened and he turned and ran off, or you know what I mean? But dude, that's some fucking killers are coming back out. I've noticed that there's been like shootings.
Really?
Yeah, a couple of shootings like that one that happened.
Well, that was
and then
pre-COVID.
was that pre-COVID?
That was
I thought
pre-COVID, I think so.
I thought that was like after COVID had happened. I just read like, I don't know, maybe it was like families shooting each other or something, but
Could be.
it seems like there's been more I've seen in the news lately. It seems like people are starting to shoot again.
Tell you what, working where I work, protective orders have gone up.
Yeah?
Yeah. Fuckers be filing protective orders left and right, man.
Really?
Yeah.
You can only stay with somebody so long before you want to start beating them, you know?
Yeah.
At least in the COVID.
I don't know, man. Those people don't belong together anyways.
Yeah. Most people don't belong together, period.
Right. I don't know. Maybe we've been married to our wives too long, man.
Too long.
It's just another day for me.
Yeah. I agree. You know, and I don't know why, but the wife won't let me get my prison tattoo, which is just going to be prison lines for every year that we've been married. She won't let me do it. I don't know why. I thought that's a great tattoo.
I thought you meant you were going to get like a enter here.
Yeah.
That's a prison tattoo, man.
In the outdoor. That's going to be my tramp stamp. It's going to say in the outdoor. Says always open, never closed. Oh my God.
Shit.
Fuck, man, that hour and 15 minutes, that shit flew by.
Oh yeah. Glad to be back at it, man.
Yeah. It's good.
Talk about nothing and everything.
A whole bunch of nothing and a whole lot of something in there.
Something.
Something.
I'm sure there's some value out there somewhere, man.
I'm sure somebody probably listens and they get something out of one of these things we say.
We
you
need
know?
some sponsors, though. Any sponsors listening out there, hit us up.
Come on, Coors Light, dude.
Yeah.
Coors Light, let's
Dude.
go.
Yeah.
I'll take anything.
You kill at least a 10
I
12 pack
mean,
every night.
I think every episode,
Every
I'm
episode.
opening and drinking at least. I'm kind of behind. Hold on, Coors Light. I got to catch up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. A nice sponsor would be great. We got to get those numbers up.
Yeah. Hey, we broke 20.
We did.
Nice.
I think we even had like 35 views or something on our last video.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Subscribers are going up.
It's
Views are
happening,
going
man.
up. It's happening. And all you guys are going to be along for the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stick with us. Well, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah, I think it's about that time, man.
Yeah, yay. All right, homeboy. It's good to talk to you.
Yeah, same here, bro.
Welcome back to AZ. Thawed out.
Yeah.
Fucking back at it.
In shorts again.
In shorts. Well, not me, but whatever. Fucking still chasing the dragon, man. Dude, you remember you're asking me like what my tolerance level was.
Yeah.
You know, when we were like before we were heading out there, and I was like, I don't know, man. I feel like I can pretty much hang.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that trip proved it. I can hang. I still couldn't tell you what my tolerance level is. All I know is that whatever the bar was at, it
got
is
raised.
now way up above that shit because, ooh boy.
Yeah.
I think I ate like 200 milligrams the first day back, and I like couldn't get high, man.
Wow.
Couldn't
Didn't
get
even
high.
touch you, huh?
No. Plus
Wow.
all the smoking I was doing on top of that.
Right.
I was like, this is nothing.
What's 200 compared to 8,000?
I mean, I don't know what that broke down to at our like average for the day, a day of our normal day when I was there. You know what I mean? But fuck, dude,
A lot.
a lot.
Yeah.
One day I had a piece of cheesecake and that 300 milligram tea on top of that, plus cookies, plus just smoking all day.
Smoking some bowls. Took some
mean,
dabs.
Yeah, some dabs on top of that, plus like the keef bowls on top of that. I mean, that was like, I would say one day was at least 1,000 milligrams total. You know what I mean? And then some. I don't know, man. It was fun though.
Nice.
It was a good time.
Yeet.
Well, fuck, brother.
All right, bro. It's been fun.
Yeah, man. Good to talk to you.
Yeah, same here.
Do it again. Same bat time, same bat channel. All right, brother.
Okay.
Tomato cans. We out.
Peace.